Hi, this is Christy at Crepe Myrtle Journals, and today I'd like to make some miniatures for our junk journals. I love miniatures, and they are ideal for junk journals since you don't have a lot of space. And I thought I'd make a couple of these little, it kind of looks like a clipboard with a piece of paper on it. Just a brown piece of construction paper, a little topper, and a little piece of paper to go on it. So that is what we're going to do today. I love miniatures, and I think I'll have a little series of miniatures, but they'll be quick. So let me move aside my folder. I've got all my pieces here ready to go. Let me double check that you're in view. So I've got all my pieces here to make a miniature clipboard. Hole punch. I pre-cut some things out. I've got this napkin under here from doing a little decoupage. Let me scooch that out of the way. Okay, so this was, I think it came off of something else, like it was the relief from cutting out something. So you can just trace this on paper to make two of them, and that could be the top of your clipboard, and I just glued two together so that it could go on the top of something. So that was from that little clipboard example, but I also made a little stencil of a top of a clipboard. I actually looked at a clipboard and thought, okay, what does that kind of look like? I'm going to imitate that and make a little stencil. So this brown one's my stencil. I traced it a couple of times onto a recycled file folder. Great resource, recycled file folders. And I just traced a couple and cut them out. Then I inked them up. And now I need my piece of old brown cardboard, chipboard. Now cardboard would be too thick, but this is just kind of like a really thin board that was used in packaging probably. So I cut that out, random, no measurements. Cut out a little piece of paper. This looked like really nice linen paper or some kind of mottled colored greenish paper that's from a scrap, so I'm using up scraps. Just place it on the these ideas were just like, I could make the background black. I thought that might look actually fantastic if I did that on the black. Ooh, I like that. I think I will do that. So I'm gonna get out my guillotine cutter. I got this little guillotine cutter at a flea market. It was probably $3, and I remember sitting there thinking, do I really need this? I could just use scissors. Do I really want this? And I'm so glad I got it. First of all, because it was $3, but also because I have used it a ton. It's perfect for especially cutting little tiny scraps. Okay, I'm trying to sort of make that edge straight. And about how long? About so. And you could leave that rough edge if you like the way that looked, and sometimes I do that in some things that I do. Okay, cut that off. Now this can be the background of your clipboard. I also kind of round the corners, just snip them a little bit, because a real clipboard has rounded edges. Put my piece of paper on. I'm going to glue that down. Which glue is best here? Whichever glue is near. That's the glue that's best, whatever glue is near. Right about here. Then I'm going to I'm going to glue on my little clipboard. And it looks like a tiny clipboard. I love it, like you clamped a piece of paper in there. Now I have a hard time getting the inside of a circle inked, but I think I'll try a Q-tip. I've never done this before, so let's see if it is effective or not. Inside of a... Hey, that works fantastic, although it's much darker than the rest of the edge, but that's okay. Okay, tiny little journaling card. Of course, I'd have to use a white marker in order to write on the black, but maybe we'll write the word notes here so that people see. You can write on this. Let's see. If your pen works. I feel like I don't use my white jelly roll pens enough for them to keep going. Notes. It's like I'll pull it out, and last time I used it, it worked. Now it's like ghosting me. And I'm not sure if this damages the tip or not. I have had success in getting them going once I whacked them a few times. It's like it kicked it into gear. There you go. Here is a tiny journaling card that is a little clipboard. I think I'll make one more with the brown one since I already have a clipboard cut out. Oh, that's got to stay down. Stay down. I don't really want to hold it forever. Let's see. Stay. I might put a little clamper on there to hold it together. Oh, that looks cute too. I mean, not to use, but to maybe imitate with a piece of paper. Okay, I'm going to get my brown. This can be my piece of paper. Maybe I'll make it a tour flapper. Do I want the inside to show that? No. Put that on my little miniature clipboard. Would I rather have this one or the other one I cut out? Or that one? Let me punch a little hole in there. So one thing you can do for miniatures is make your own stencil and just reuse it over and over. And one nice thing about a stencil is when I made this brown stencil for this clipboard, which I don't see it here now, somewhere amongst this pile is the little brown original stencil. You could just cut on this little piece of construction paper or whatever you're using. I guess it's a file folder. You can cut at this thing to make a stencil until you get it just right. You can keep shaving off an edge, keep shaving off a curve until to you it looks like a great example. Then you can use it over and over and over to make the thing that you want. So I do that all the time. So it makes your own journal ephemera very original, but when you imitate miniatures, I mean, when you imitate something that is in real life, okay, where in the world? When you imitate things from real life, it looks so cool. And it has the awe factor. Like people will pick it up and go, oh, this is so cute. It's like a little tiny file folder or it's a little tiny clipboard. And they really enjoy it. So if you want the awe factor, make miniatures for your journals. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm just going to stick this on and be done. I work at a school, so teacher in-service started this week, and we had a little longer lunch break for teacher in-service, so I thought, well, I've got this idea all laid out. I'll run home and do it. Hope you enjoyed this little tutorial on making your own tiny clipboard. Oh, and how this would work. Let's see if I've got a pocket here. Like this is a pocket in this was my very first junk journal I made, and it's the only one I've ever written in. But you can just stick that in a pocket. You can have a whole set of clipboards in your pocket. Wouldn't that be cool sticking out? Ah, love it. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. This is Crepe Myrtle Journals.